All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, when they give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, the honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word, truth, sincerity. All right, this is the brother Terrell Brakah from GMS Los Angeles / In the Empire, coming back with another video in the spirit. And once again, Thawadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, hoping the mind is truth. Allow me to wake up another day, putting the spirit on me to do another lesson in hopes to edify the hopeful elect. Okay, and this video is gonna be inspired by this particular channel I'll be watching from time to time. I know brothers used to always post these videos in the chat, and the channel on YouTube, the channel is called A Homestead Journey. I'm pretty sure, some of the Akim out there are familiar with this channel. It's usually this woman, she looked like she may be of the northern tribes. She usually has compilations of videos of people, basically making videos of how difficult life is in Babylon. How difficult it is, to go to work every single day, doing the same old routine, and a lot of people are basically are giving up. A lot of people are breaking down. People are starting to realize this place for what it is a fucking nightmare, man. Okay, this place is this place was never meant to prosper forever. Okay, there was a time where America was in this heyday, was in this peak, when businesses were booming, when the economy was booming, okay? And, for the most part, the ones that were really doing good was Esau any damn way. The other nations came over here, they got their little piece of the pie, so to speak. But the majority of the benefits in this society, the so-called benefits, Esau really was the only one that's really enjoying the benefits of this place, the goodness of this place. It was mainly Esau, but now we're coming to a time where that gap between the rich and the poor is as wide as it's ever been. Okay, that working class, that middle class is rapidly disappearing, man. And this is all going to lead to uprisings. It's going to lead to collapsing society, man. A system like this, a society like this cannot sustain forever, and that's why all these things are starting to unravel. All these things are starting to come apart, fall apart, ultimately, because it's prophecy. The Lord set this man up. He set this country up, and now it's time for this place to go down. Okay, we're at the end of this country being a superpower in the earth. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring out a few scriptures, and Lord willing, I pray this be edifying. All right, this is the first scripture I'm gonna start with is Matthew chapter 24. I'm gonna start at 2. Matthew 24 and 2. It says, "And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you that there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us when these things shall be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world. And the disciples is asking Yahushua this question: what's going to be the signs to know that his return is near? All right, it says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. So this is one sign that the Lord gave his disciples to know, times is close. Okay, when you're gonna have false prophets out here, man. That's gonna deceive many. All right, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and that's another one. Are we not witnessing these things? Are we not witnessing wars? Are we not witnessing or hearing of rumors of wars? Okay. So Yahushua is giving those tokens, that now we're actually seeing. Okay, we actually see these things playing out. To now we know definitely that Yahushua is close because of these things that are playing out on the earth right now. All right, it says, and ye shall hear of wars, rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So let me jump down, because all these things, like I said, I just mentioned, the scriptures just mentioned, okay, you're going to have wars, rumors of wars. You're going to have false prophets. Okay. You're going to have all these different things going on in the earth. And that's an indicator that, the Lord is close. But before the Lord comes back, all hell is going to break loose in this society. And like I mentioned before, there's going to be uprisings. There's going to be sedition among men in this society, okay, among the people. Okay, let me jump down to 12. Matthew 24:12, and it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You see that? So iniquity is all over the earth right now. It's rampant. Okay, and the love of many is wax cold. Okay, so what's the word? That camaraderie among neighbors, among people, the so-called American citizens, that shit is becoming cold. It's becoming non-existent. Because it's gonna get down. It's gonna go. It's gonna get down to survival of the fittest. People gonna basically, be out here wasting one another. For canned goods. Okay, for shelter, to have a shelter. A roof over their head, clothes on their back. People want to do what they have to do to survive. And whether that comes down, they if they have to take someone out to do those things, to be able to maintain themselves. People are going to be out here taking each other's lives. Okay, ain't gonna be no love out here. You see what's going on. A lot of people are on edge. When you mess with people's livelihood, when you make it difficult for people to feed their families, to take care of their loved ones, okay, you oppress, you squeeze people. People are going to react in a very hostile way, okay. And that's the times that we're quickly approaching, man. Okay, so that's why we've been the spirit been getting on heavy about being circumspect. Okay, being moving wisely out here, because it's about to get crazy. A lot of people out here are on edge. People are just, a lot of these people out here are just ticking time bombs waiting to explode, man. And us having this word, having this truth, we gotta navigate through these things wisely and carefully. Okay. All right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes." See, people, they're not going to give a damn about these so-called leaders in this place, because these leaders are puppets anyway. These leaders, then these jobs of these leaders is not to, help the people. That's not their job. The people's interests, is not the number one priority for these leaders. Okay, they're not doing things for the best interest of the people. They don't give a damn about the people. Okay, they're only set up to do the bidding of these elites, these international bankers, which ultimately is the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's controlling the hearts of men. Okay, so all these leaders, and a lot of people are starting to realize these leaders are full of shit. Okay, that they don't give a damn about the people. But as more people become awoke to these things, people are going to start to lose it. People are going to flip out. All right. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." See, people are going to be out here, taking each other out. It's going to be cold. You think the world is cold now? It's going to be even more colder. Okay. Like I said, when people feel like their livelihood is being stripped from them, people being pushed, they have their backs against the wall. They're being pushed. They're being squeezed. They're being crushed on a consistent basis. Eventually, people are going to snap. Okay, they're going to reach that breaking point. It's going and once that breaking point is reached, there's no turning back. Okay. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." You see that? Because of the pride, especially here in America, man. Okay, you got all these individuals in this society proud as hell. Okay, you got people that's proud to be obese. Because over here in America, people can eat all day long. People can be a glutton all day long. Okay, people can be homosexual. Okay, men can so-called try to change, which they can't change their sex, but they alter their reproductive organs. Men have their rods cut off. Their testicles removed. And women, they try to have a rod and testicles attached to their body. It's just a sick ass world that we live in right now, man. Sick ass society that we're in. Okay. This is why the cities are going to be troubled. Okay? Because it's just proud, arrogance, and it's all in wickedness, man. Okay? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right, men are going to be afraid out here. That includes the men, that these warriors, these different soldiers and all the strong men. They're going to be weak in that time. They're going to be like women in that time. Okay? Because again, this is a time like no other. And this is all judgment of Yahweh Shemi Awashai, man, at the end of the day. Okay? So, us that's in this truth, only thing we can do is keep pushing. And Lord willing, the Lord has mercy upon all of us, man. Okay? Because we're going to need the Lord's mercy in these times. All right? All right, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see that? So ain't gonna be no pity on a man. Ain't gonna have a pity on his next door neighbor. Okay? Like I said, that camaraderie, that so-called camaraderie among, these people here, that shit really that shit is been through, man. But it's gonna be even emphasized even more when these times, come. When all hell breaks loose, it's gonna be even worse. Because this shit is pretty bad now. People are on edge. Like I said, people are on edge. People don't have that neighborly vibe towards one another here. People are very antisocial now. Especially with these phones, these apps that come on these phones, these social media places. A lot of people don't even know how to socialize in person, man. Because everything is so tech and digital nowadays, but it's all prophecy, because at the end of the day, that's all going to lead to that CHIP, the MOTB, and those that take that, they're going to be destroyed. Okay. But anyway, the point is, I wanted to get across in this video, okay, is, like I mentioned with that woman, I may post the image still in the, post-production, for those of you that may not be familiar with the channel. But like I said, I was just watching some videos on this channel. Like I said, I watch it from time to time. And you can see it, man. People are hurting, man. People are feeling it. So we almost out this bitch. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKodash, the honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in true sincerity. Shalom. Shalom.